Hi, I'm Paul Francis, and welcome to my YouTube channel. On the channel, you will find many videos helping you to discover more about yourself. Make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. Hit it and share it. For those people who share, there will be prizes galore. You'll have one-to-one sessions, merchandise, coming with me on paranormal investigations, loads and loads and loads of things just for sharing. Get it out there. Share the show, share the videos, and be a part of the Paul Francis community. I was getting into that. Good evening, all. Welcome to Reach Across. I'm Paul Francis, your host, and welcome to this Monday night. I do hope this finds you all well. I'm going to bring the mic a little bit closer. There we go. You just pointed at me because then that way you'll be able to hear me, won't you? Welcome to the show. Lovely to see you all. And we got two Facebook users. I want to show you what I can see so you guys can see. Come out of Facebook. Go to YouTube. Top of the bar, Paul Francis Medium. Boom, you'll be straight back to the show and I can see who you are. But nonetheless, thank you both for being here tonight. It's lovely to see you. Puffins, welcome to the show. Marlene, g'day. Welcome to the show. Lovely to see you. Tina Allen, blessings to everyone. Bless your heart, sweetheart, and welcome to the show. Christine Marie, good evening, and very welcome to the show as well. Kathy Hanley Little, hello, Kath. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome back to the show. Julie Sharp, good evening. Wonderful to see you. Valerie Kesterson. Valerie Kesterson, welcome. Lovely to see you. Thank you for being here. Charlie Chonick, welcome to the show. And Tina says, be right back. You take your time, darling. We're going to be right here waiting for you. Don't you worry about that. And my second lovely person all the way from there. I can't see who you are. Thanks for being here. No, but I can't see who you are. I'm going to check it out. Facebook user, come out of Facebook. Go right over to YouTube. In the top of the bar, where the little search bar where you search for your different videos, just type in Paul Francis Medium. It'll take you straight back here, straight back to the show, and then off you go and you can join us. Now, don't forget, share the show. But here's what I need for you to do, right? Smash that like button. See the little thumbs? Hit the thumb button. Hit the thumbs up. Smash that like button. Share the show. Now, for all of you guys who are sharing the show, you're getting the system selects you. Okay, for all of you guys who share the show, the system selects you. If you get people to come to the show, right? If you get them to come into the show, and you get the more people you get, the bigger the option of you winning some time with me, free of charge. For what? Inviting people. Get out there, make it happen. And a few weeks' time, we'll have moved into the new offices and so on and so forth. And then I'll be giving away T-shirts. I'll be giving away hats. I'll be giving away nights coming out on Paranormal Investigations with Paraghost and myself. Looking forward to it. Can't wait. Tina's in, and now Tina, get in. Now you're in. Click the subscribe button. All right, click the subscribe button and then hit the little reminder or bell icon so you won't have to look again. The YouTube system will tell you when I'm coming on in advance, and literally all you gotta do is click it and boom, you're in the show. Hey, what a great thing to do. So Tina, lovely to see you. Lynn's joined us as well. Share the show. Share the show. Wrong show. Anyway, it's lovely to see you. So, Reach Across Live. It's all about basically what I do, as a psychic medium. But psychic medium and the world about psychic medium. So, pushing out there, making the connections, making those connections happen, teaching you how to make those connections, because that's what it's all about. Psychic mediums, in my opinion, psychic mediums have a duty of care. Alrighty, we have a duty of care to you guys. Alrighty, see, I've always maintained for 35 years. I've maintained you don't need psychic mediums. All right, you don't need us. It's a good idea to use us when you're, say, for example, you think you've made a connection or some things have been happening to you and you just want to kind of like verify maybe some of the things that's been happening to you, then come back to us and say, get a wee reading in. And during the reading, click, 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 boom, you're in. And, that's, but I always tell people as well, please don't get hooked on psychic mediums. Come and watch shows like this, because I call shows like this a little kind of like a skip across the water. These shows shouldn't be about in-depth one-to-ones. That's very private, and that's where it should stay. And by the way, yes, I am doing private one-to-one sessions. I was supposed to be away out of the country. I'm not, and I won't be out of the country now for at least a couple of months. I may be skipping out over to Ireland for about 2 or 3 days, but that's about it. But I'll let you all know that anyway. Leona's joined us. Leona, hi, darling. Good to see you. Tina got it. Yay! Get in there, Tina. And I'll be getting weird smells like feasts. Oh, right, Tina. Cool. That's cool. Well done, you. Richard has joined us. Richard, lovely to see you. Leona, let me say to you in advance, darling, that's not the thing to say to me. Anything for me. You want... Okay, I've taught this week after week after week. So all of you all, pay attention. Not just Leona, all y'all. Oh, by the way, Helen Mansell. Feels like I've got hair in me here. Sorry. Helen Mansell, welcome to the show. Lovely to see you. Can't wait to see you in Ireland. I'll be there. No, I'll be there. Right. People say that. I've had somebody say to me, your Irish accent is terrible. They think I'm from the UK and I'm trying to put an Irish accent on. I even had somebody else come up to me and say, oh, hey, what part of America are you from? Okay. Faye Ewing's in the house. This house is clear. Do you know what, Faye? I was so impressed with you guys on Saturday. Your show was excellent. Had a great time on there. Anne-Marie is, hi, Paul. Looking forward to hearing from you. Anne-Marie, welcome. Lovely to see you. So, Leona, and everybody else, here's how this works. Okay. First of all, share the show. Okay. Nobody gets a reading unless they've shared the show. That's part one. Part two, to build up the energy your side, just don't say anything for me. Because that's not how it works. That's kind of like very one-sided, and that's not how this works. It's this kind of, think of it more of a symbiotic relationship. The relationship is between you guys, and them. Okay, not me and you, or me and them, you and them. I just happen to be their interpreter. I happen to be their gob. Okay, that's it. So when you want to have a reading, when you want to kind of build up that energy, build up that reading, then think about questions. Think about questions about maybe the subject matter, about spiritual connection or energy in your house. That kind of build up a really good question. And that question in itself is building energy. They can link with that energy, link with me. Boom, we're in. Let's make it happen. Faye Garza Ewing, senior, junior wife. Faye, I'm immediately being pulled. I'm immediately being pulled to you, darling. I do hope you're well. Like I say, it was fantastic to see you on Saturday. You did a fantastic job, and I'm so looking forward to seeing. Oh, Ricky, look! I was shuffling the cards, and look what flew out. That card there. So that's clearly for our Faye. So let me just put that down. Now, here's the thing. Okay, your show was fantastic. The way you were holding the show together as well. I just wanted to say, I really do think you know, as much as you're yourself and Roger, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But you know, Faye's Angels, go for it. I think you can have just like a little kind of a chat show, and you know, great time. Have guests on. I think you'd be fantastic. Now, Faye, I don't know whether there's a movement or something happening within the family at the moment, because I'm getting a real big buzz about your family, and that's your global family, your personal family. Okay. So there's something about the family they want me to draw my attention to, and specifically the middle sister, whoever the middle sister is. Um, there's a name like Crystal, Christine, Chrissy, like a CH or a K sounding name that they want me to acknowledge. And I want to say to you as well, they want me to talk about the number 11 is being shown to me. So either the 11th of a month, the 11th month, November, but the number 11 is being shown to me in some particular way. Now, they want me to acknowledge, either they want me to talk about an emerald as being significant, or they want me to talk about the heart chakra as being significant. Okay, now the heart chakra is the emotional center of the body. Okay, so it's all about that. I've got to bring you peace, darling. I've got to bring you, I'm being sort of saying, look, a settlement of the dove around you, the peace, the dove of, you know, the dove of peace to be around you, to bring you that kind of like that calm. I really want to put my arms around you and say, hey, listen, don't worry, it's all going to work out all right. You're going to be fine. Don't worry. Now, as they keep telling me about the middle sister, I don't know who that is, obviously within your family, but I'm just supposed to say, either this sister has got symptoms similar to somebody who crossed, but I'm also seeing my symbol for blood sugar, blood pressure. Alrighty. Now, Faye, there's a wee trip coming up around you, so I've got a feeling you're going to have to go maybe out of state. But there's something about a little visit that has to happen. It needs to be in place because there's a little bit of um, a settlement around this, or an understanding, or a coming to acknowledgement. Something about coming of minds together that I'm supposed to acknowledge. Now, the card that flew out is that one. Okay, and you saw me literally doing the cards, and it just flew out as I was literally shuffling. The situation is rooted in emotional experience with a family member, middle sister. We want to help you understand and heal in your mind, heart, and surround this person and yourself with the experience with calming blue light. And that's what I just said, calming blue light and many angels. Be open to the gifts within the situation and allow yourself to feel the peace. Wow. They're on the ball tonight. I wasn't, you know, I don't do readings straight off the bat. I usually warm up to it all, and then we get into it, and then I do a reading, but kaboom. Tess Miners is in the house. Tess, welcome to the show, my darling. Good to see you. Colleen McPeak. Oh, don't say that. Don't say anything for me. That kind's all one-sided. No mutual energy there. Okay, come up with questions about, you know, the show, about, come up with questions about whatever questions you want. Come up with questions. Anything for me is just one-ended. It's singular energy, and it needs to be, you know, built up and lifted. Donna Hawkins says, hi, Paul. Hope you're well. Donna, I'm well. Thank you so much for asking. And thank you for being here, by the way. That's very kind of you to be here. Marlene says, it's hard to share. Oh, crikey. It just jumped and I missed it. Marlene says, it's TC hard to share, Paul. Tis 5:20 on Tuesday morning, and I don't want... Wake them. They might be needed. They might need this reading today. You don't know. So wake them. Hi, Paul is inviting you all to go over to YouTube to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and press your like. All right, okay. I don't know who that is, but I'm just going to bring it up so everybody can see it. By the way, of course, a big hi and a big welcome to everybody on listening to us tonight on 105.3, right up to 107.7 FM, coming to you live on the UPRN network. That's a United Public Radio Network, coming to you live from the beautiful city of New Orleans. So all of you lovely people in the great state of New Orleans, or what great state of Alabama, big huge welcome. Please feel free to come onto the show. Go into YouTube, just type in the search bar Paul Francis Medium, and you will join us. And we would love to see you. Welcome to the show. Okay, Lynn. Valerie says, Paul, had surgery 3 days ago. Sending you angels for healing right now, my darling. Sending you angels of healing right now. Doctors have told me about 2 other additional surgeries. Do you feel anything about them and what they concern, and if it will save my life? Love to you, Paul. God bless you. Valerie, first and foremost, you are doing everything correct. You're doing everything right. Okay. What you got to do is listen to your physicians. I can't see me saying goodbye to you. So, first and foremost, never ever take medical advice from a psychic. Okay. Unless that psychic is a qualified doctor. This one isn't. Never take advice from a psychic. Okay, listen to the professionals. So you're doing everything right. So don't worry about that. Now, Valerie, I want to ask you is, when I'm getting an older lady above you, watching over you, I'm getting a pink line. So this pink line usually gives me a maternal connection. So this is a mother, grandmother figure around you that I've got to acknowledge. I'm hearing the name Barbara or Barbara. That kind of a name being shouted in the background. But when I give off names, it means who they are, who they're with. Please say hi to. It doesn't necessarily mean that person's crossed over. But then there's a strong B name to be shouted in the background. I don't know whether July is significant with you, but the number 7 has come up straight away. So this the 7th of a month, or the 7th month of July is significant, with a birthday and anniversary connected into that too. But I want to talk about someone who crosses over with, I would say there was either the body. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it across this way, because I'm getting different things happening through the body all at the same sort of simultaneously coming in. Heart failure, lung failure, kidney failure, whatever. But I see a torso with dots on it like that. That tells me different parts of the body begin to fail, and that assists in that person's crossing over. It's really important that you understand that this person is saying to me that it's just their time. It was just my time, and it doesn't matter how we go to the other side of life. She's telling me to tell you to keep praying, keep your energy levels high, keep up your energy levels high, and don't give up. Do not give up. Do not throw in the towel. The stronger you are mentally and in your heart, the stronger things will work out for you. Now, I don't know whether you missed a surgery or they're telling me to hop over a surgery. Okay, jump over a surgery. So, if there's a surgery coming up for you, don't be surprised if they say, right, tell you what, we're going to just bypass that one for a minute and we're going to do something else instead. But I really kind of feel the way they're making me feel is they're on the ball and you're on the ball. So to keep that strongly in mind. There's a lovely gentleman stepping forward. Now, I don't know whether his name is the Tony, Tim, Tom. There's a strong T connection they want me to acknowledge. But I'm also seeing somebody connected to a military background. Okay. But I'm being told to tell you the strength is with you. The strength of the angels, the healing and the love and the strength of healing from the spiritual side is all with you. You are not doing this alone. Okay, so don't worry, Valerie. You're not on your own with this. They're walking with you. Everything's good. They're telling me to talk about, I don't know whether this is a diary or a little book or it's a small, very special book, but they're telling me to talk about the little diary, the little book, or something small. They're telling me to talk about that. That's being significant. The message is in the book. That's what I'm hearing. The message is in the book. Okay. Let me get the card out for you. Oh my gosh, I can feel like a whole whoosh of angels coming around you and sending golden light to help you to help the healing process. Okay. So we've also got a birthday and anniversary either around now or just coming toward us, with a birthday and anniversary connected to somebody in spirit in and around now they want me to acknowledge. Boom. That's the card that comes out. So first and foremost, check out that beautiful angel. Alrighty. Assertiveness. The situation can be healed gently and with love as you've requested. Yet there's also need for your strength and truthfulness with the other people involved. We will stand right behind you and speak your truth, giving you strength and guidance with your words. Wow. Very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. And we're going to be sending all our love and all our strength to you, Valerie. So you're going to be getting inundated. You might feel a little bit hot, and you might even go through a little bit of a I can't sleep thing. That's all the healing energy hitting you, so don't worry. Tina Allen says, I love readings. I pick a card a day and read it. That's good, Ting. Pick one for me. Charlie says, hope you're well, Paul. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. You're always spot on with them cards, sweetheart. Test man is you're an absolute darling. Thank you so much, and you've always been there, and you've always given me such fantastic support. I really appreciate you. Thank you very much. I genuinely do. Lynn says that was me inviting them to join you on YouTube. Thank you, Lynn. Barb Kabinski, any message from my recently passed nephew? If your nephew comes through, my darling, I promise you I won't hold back. You'll get it. Palm Dight, welcome to the show. Lovely to see you. Charlie says the waiting list for surgery in the UK is so long. I've been waiting 6 months for mine. Charlie, this part of that is not bad news. Part of that's not bad news, because if you were really bad, they would have you in there in a heartbeat. Trust me. Faye says, wow. My middle sister Linda has diabetes, blood sugar problem. Don't know about Crystal or Christine name. So C or K name. It could be because I hear it as a guttural like that. So it could be C or K name. Love the family card. Sister Linda and I are working and reconnecting with brothers, family. There you go. Families, that's what it's all about, my darling. That's what it's all about. Tess says to me, not sure if I'm doing the jump at the moment or not. What jump is that? Do tell. And very interested in hearing what jump is that. Great to see you again, Paul. Would love a message. I would love to give you a message. I have no idea who you are. Come off Facebook, go into YouTube, go in the top, type in Paul Francis Medium in the search bar. It'll bring you right back to the show, and then I can see who you are and help you. If I can, of course. That's if they come through. Is the real estate market going to crash this year? I have no idea. No clue. Okay. Sister Carol's birthday is in November the 11th. She passed when she was 12. That's the C or K name. She passed when she was... there's that. They're around me. Check that out. Itchy nose. When she was 12 years old, 12 years older than me, and she took care of me as if I was hers. Sewed for me in a safe place. Loved her. There you go, my darling. They're putting their head in the door to say hi. Will I reach my goals for this year, and how long? Hold on, I'll read that again. Leona says, will I reach my goals for this year, and how will it take me to get there? I can't understand that message. How will it take me to get there? Now, I'm dyslexic for a start. That's why I have to read things 2 or 3 times, just in case my dyslexia is kicked into place and I'm going, what does that mean? Will I reach my goals this year? You'll reach your goals if you want to. If you want to. If you don't want to, you won't. It's as simple as that. And I'm not being obtuse. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm not being, talking down to anybody. I'm speaking with love, and I'm speaking from my heart, and I'm giving you strong, good advice. If you want to hit your goals, then you must hit them. Okay? There's a little saying that I use all the time, and the saying goes, if it's to be, it's up to me. So what that means is, if I want to hit if I want to hit my goals, or I want to hit my targets, then it's up to me to make that happen. Spirit that is around us, giving us advice, giving us guidance, setting things in front of us so we can try to help us get to our goals. But we will then make the decision either to take that message up or we can bypass it. That's called freedom of choice. And but at the end of the day, spirit is not here to live our life for us. Okay. Um, don't set too many. Don't set too many goals. There are two goals that are the same, apparently. Um, and being so told to say to you, it's okay having two goals similar, but which one do you want to hit? Because you have to start making. Got it. Make stronger and better choices. In other words, 2 follows 1, 3 follows 2, 4 follows 3, not 1, 3, 8, 1, 9, 6, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then make your goals achievable. And then sooner than later, you'll become so used to achieving your goals, you'll do it automatically. Alrighty. August is significant, or the 8th of a month, Leona. So that's important. I would say to you, make one of your goals, make your goals one of your goals in relation to getting your health a little bit tightened in. Now, I don't know where the bicycle comes into play here, but I'm being told to talk about a bicycle, okay, as being significant. Or that old saying, on your bike, get on your bike, make it happen, get on your bike. So we'll go for the 8th card. Leona, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. What have we got? The ocean. The ocean. Look at that beautiful card. And happens to be a green angel, Ireland. Do you see what I mean? Okay, let me just get that into. There we go. The deep blue sea speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing womb brings about desirable effects. Read that bit again, Leona. Desirable effects. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean and allow its power and beauty to wash away all your cares and concerns. What a beautiful card. I think maybe that card's only come out once or twice, but what a beautiful card nonetheless. Tess Miners says, do you see anything from me, please? Tess, first and foremost, my darling, as I sort of look at the letter T and look at your name, Tess Miners, what I want to say to you is ease up on yourself, my darling. You're giving yourself you're being too rough on yourself. You're being too tough on yourself. Okay, just ease up on yourself. Give yourself a break. Everything's going to be fine. Just stop giving yourself such a hard time. Stop pushing yourself so hard all the time. And I'm going to say this to you, Tess. I'm getting this real strong indication that either dad or a grandfather is around you. Okay. I've got to acknowledge that his strength is nice around. I kind of want to lift you up, hold you and say it's going to be fine. But I want to say this to you: it's okay to be treating yourself and not feel guilty for it. Okay. I get this whole feeling if you give yourself a little treat, if you take things out, time out for yourself, you kind of like feel guilty about that. No. You work so hard for everybody else. You put so much time and effort into making other people's lives happier. Do you know what? It's test time. All right? Take the time out for you. Make things happen for you. Make this life happen for you. All right? It's your turn. A strong connection to mom to be acknowledged here as well. I don't know whether we've come up on a birthday and anniversary connected to mom and dad. But as I was talking about, and I felt both energies I'm supposed to acknowledge. I got a crossover tie and my white flower, which means to be either a birthday and anniversary connected to both of them. But there's something about that I'm supposed to talk about as well. In a situation that's going on around you right now, trust your instincts. Trust them. Okay. Stop second guessing yourself. Okay. Do you know what? you want to do things, but then you think about how it's going to affect other people. That's not the way it works, okay? If you make a decision that brings you joy and happiness, then that joy and happiness will affect other people in a far, far more positive way, okay? By you being happy, by you being content and at peace and enjoying, what life has got to offer you. It's time to put test first. Okay, so they want me to talk about 14. The number 14 comes flying into my head. So it can't be a month, so it's got to be a 14th. Has got to have a significant connection. The 14th of a month or 1 and 4 is significant. So I'm going to go for 14 cards. Would be, wouldn't it? 14. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There we are. 14. My darling, and this is what I was talking about. The heart chakra. Love is the heart of the matter. Your heart is the center within your physical being, attuned most to love. It's safe for you to love and be loved with an open heart as we stand by with perfect protection and guidance. Hope that helps you out, my angel. Right, so where are we? Woo! Is my sister Carol around me a lot? Taking up sewing again, feeling inspired, setting up my own sewing room and getting excited, get it. Go for it. Then she is definitely around you. Definitely. If you're getting motivated and getting connections in that way, then you are definitely being motivated. More about, I'm getting this whole feeling of home around you, Faye. A feeling of, memories connected to home. Okay. I was saying that to Johanna the other day. Like, I was driving in the car and certain songs were coming up, and I was thinking, oh my God, that takes me right back to home, So I kind of get this feeling that might be the connection. Joan says, hi, Paul. Great to see you again. I'd love a message. Joan, a message comes through to you or I'm pulled to you, darling. You can be absolutely assured I will definitely come to you. But thank you for being here. Please share the show. Don't forget, guys, down at the bottom, the little thumbs, that's the like button. Make sure you click that thumb, hit the like button, and share the show, please. Trudy Woody, Diddly Doody is in the house. In so much pain right now, Paul. So if you can send healing, it'd be much appreciated, my darling. Absolutely. Consider that being sent to you right now as we speak. You may feel a kind of a unique sensation down either the shoulder or the upper back. I'm getting like a tingling feeling on the shoulder of my upper back. I'm getting feeling now. I'm getting visions of angels being around you, and especially the angel Raphael, who's specifically in place to help you heal. Okay, you might get a unique smell of like daffodils around you as well. That's the angelic realm working with you, okay? Because I'm getting that smell that reminds me of daffodils, okay? Golden light, healing. Thank you for being here tonight, darling. I'm so sorry that you're suffering. As I say, definitely sending those energies out for you right now. Okay. Rachel Salas, hi Rachel. Right, Kathy Hanley had a reading from Phil with Phil and Wendy. He told me I was getting guidance in my dreams, but I'm not remembering my dreams. How do I remember my dreams? I can't concur with that. I can't say he's right, wrong, or different, but I don't feel you're getting guidance in your dreams, Kathy. It feels more about it feels more a female connected on dad's side of the family. Alrighty. Um, Now the thing about it is, okay, cards on the table kind of a thing here. When you get guidance from spiritual energies through the medium of dreams, it's called it's not called a dream. Okay. It's when they connect to you directly. It's like well, what we call them is visitations. Okay. And it's not a dream. They come through on the energy of a dream, but it's an actual connection, so it's called a visitation. Now the difference between a visitation and a dream is you will remember absolutely everything about the visitation. So that's why I can't concur that you're getting dreams. Okay. If you're not remembering them, then you're not getting a visitation, and that's my point. Okay. Um, but as soon as I looked at your name, Kathy Hanley Little, it shot above me and to the right, but it gave me a female energy. So it would be an aunt or a grandmother connected in on dad's side of the family who wants me to be around you, who wants me to acknowledge what's going on around you as well at this moment in time. Um, in relation to your guidance, you don't need guidance anymore. It's really kind of time to start trusting you. Alrighty. There's a little bit of a living your life to other people's perspectives. Alrighty. In other words, like maybe I shouldn't do this because it would affect this, or maybe what happens if I do this? What will they think? That means that you're living to other people's demands, and that's not what we're here for. Alrighty. I really do believe it's time to start trusting. What I am being told is you're being pulled back. You're being pulled back to where you're supposed to be. Okay. And this feeling feels like, when you're around your, I don't know, your 20s, 25s, and 19, 20, 25s, really wanted to do something. And I'm getting a feeling that the reoccurrence of that energy is coming up. So you're being pulled back to being or doing something you really wanted to do in the past. And those energies are really kind of lightening your way. But I don't feel for one second that they're coming through dreams. So, I'm not arguing, but I just can't concur on that because of the reasons of a visitation would be how they're going to deliver information to you, and you'll remember everything about a visitation. I'm also supposed to talk about the name Elizabeth, Eileen, Elaine, a strong E name to be acknowledged. I'll do it that way. A strong E name to be acknowledged. And I keep hearing the month of October being shouted. October as being significant as well. Okay. It feels to like Halloween has got more to it than All Souls Night, than Halloween. The fun aspect of Halloween. It feels to me there's more to that time of the year than just it being Halloween. Like for an example, my mom. It was my mom's favorite time of the year. She loved it, and it's when we go into Halloween, I always think about her. Alrighty, so it feels to me like that. And I'm being told to talk about the month of July, or the 7th again as being significant. Okay, so July or the 7th of a month is significant, and I'm seeing 7 of diamonds, so that would represent to me in my the way I work, that would represent either 7 children, 7 grandchildren, or a family of 7. Okay, because diamond represents members of the family in my how I work, my symbolism. So, Kathy, give me a second. I have no idea. I'm just going to say what I see. It's not my information. I'm seeing the 3 of clubs. I don't know what that means. It's not a meaning for me. Just remember I've said that, okay? 7. Wow. I I've got a big stack of cards, as you all know. You see me shuffling them. Look at the card that jumps out. That's the card that jumped out of the deck. You will more easily hear and receive your messages if you daydream regularly. Relax and open your mind to receiving without directing your thoughts. Just notice any feelings, visions, or ideas as if you were watching a movie. This is the seat of creativity. I kid you not. Look, I'll hold the deck up. There you go. Look, all of those cards. And I'm shuffling them, and that one comes out. Do you know what? I do love my job. I do love it. Hopefully that helped you, my darling. Leona says, thank you. It all makes sense. You're very, very, very welcome. Tessa says, thank you, sweetheart. Once, now, and always, you are very, very welcome. Do I do fertility readings? I'll tell you, I'm going to say no, and I'll tell you why. And this is why. Because, first and foremost, I don't control the information, okay? I don't say, right, I only want to talk about this or I only talk about that, okay? Because basically, if spirit is going to come through for you, they're going to bring and deliver a message, okay? And that message, irrespective of it's just hello. If it's got from a family member that's gone to the other side of life, just hello is phenomenal in itself, okay? But here's why I don't do fertility message readings. It's because I did, okay? And I did a reading for this girl who came to me and she said, through the session, she said to me, can I ask you a question? And I said, absolutely. And she said, am I going to get pregnant? And I said, being jokingly, I said, do you want to get pregnant? And she was like, well, yeah, but I don't think I can. I don't think I will. And I said, well, okay. Anyway, once again, if it comes through in the reading, I'll share it with you. Don't worry, I don't know. But bang, I was told, I said, around the last quarter, around sort of September, October, around that area of the year, I kind of feel you're going to be with child, like that. Anyway, some time went by and I got a message the following year to say that she'd been knocking me, and I said, "Oh, I'm sorry. Did the read go bad?" She went, "Yes. You told me I'd get pregnant around September, October. I got pregnant in November. You were wrong." What she told us was she couldn't get pregnant. So I told her, you will be pregnant before the end of the year. And she was. And I was wrong because I didn't get the exact date. So, boom, no more. So I open my energies, I open my heart, my life, my time, my abilities to bring messages through from loved ones to say, we're here, we're connected. Here's some information so we're connected, and don't worry about us. Carry on and make your life worth it. Okay. The thing about it is, I really don't believe in predictions. Okay. I believe predictions are somebody putting a seed of thought in your mind. Okay. If I say to you, absolutely, this is going to happen, you'll go out of your way to make it happen. And then you'll come back and go, oh my God, you were so good. And I don't like that. No. All I did was put a seed in your head, and you just go ahead and make it happen. I like to try and help people with everything they want. I really, really do. I really love helping people. I love helping people find that light when they're stuck in that tunnel. But there's no saying you can't help all of the people all of the time. But if you are wanting to have a child, going back my own experiences, don't put pressure on yourself. That's what I would say. Don't put pressure on yourself. The less pressure you have on yourselves, the more chance you have of becoming with child, because we were putting a load of pressure. Didn't happen, and then when we gave up, it happened. And that's just sharing. Okay, let's go on the way down. Victoria Weber. My brother passed unexpectedly on the 5th of January 2023. Victoria, I'm so very, very sorry to hear. about that, and love and strength with yourself and your family at that time, now and always. Dawn Hatton, welcome, my darling. Lovely to see you as all. Thank you so much for being here. You're just a superb person. Victoria, if there's anything I can, if you want to ask any questions, please fire away. I'll do my best to help you. Test is spot on, Paul. Thank you. Always welcome, my darling. Um, message. Oh, right. Okay. Richard says, here, message all want to ask, why are we all missing signs from spirits? Well, why are we all missing signs from spirits? Where do you want me to start? Where do you want me to start? I mean, literally. And that's me, not being facetious. We miss messages from spirits because we're too busy wrapped up in what we're doing. And that's not a bad thing. Okay. Not by any chalk is that a bad thing. Most of our days we're busy and we're getting stuck into our normal days. And very often an energy or a message or whatever will happen right in front of us and we'll go, oh, that was weird. And then we'll carry on with life. Okay. So what I tend to do is teach people to acknowledge the strange and bizarre, and then try to acknowledge that strange and bizarre in a way that you might think, oh my God, that's such and such. That connects me or reminds me of such and such. So let's say, for an example, and I'll tell you what, my dad. Let's use my dad. I'm going to use my dad as a template here. It wasn't until literally the last months of my dad's being on the earth before he passed that I found out he actually liked the band ABBA. I never knew that. My dad wasn't a big music kind of a guy, but he loved the song "The Winner Takes It All." That was his thing. So all of a sudden, not all of a sudden. That's too dramatic. That's not true. Over time, I then started hearing ABBA a lot more. So I went, okay, Dad. Okay, brilliant. If that's you, Dad, trying to get through to me using ABBA as a connect, I want you to make it happen within the next hour. Okay. So I carried on about my day, walked into a shop, boom. Winner takes it all, the loser has a fall. I just looked up and I just closed my eyes and went, oh, you cocky git. Thank you so very much. So you can miss the connections if you're not really aware of how they're going to come through. Okay. We're too busy looking for that huge billboard in the sky, and we miss the butterflies, we miss the bees, we miss the songs, we miss the smells, we miss the little note that lands on the floor in front of you with a name on it, and you go, oh my God. So sometimes the messages can be minute, sometimes they can be a billboard, huge, but we end up looking for that billboard and we miss everything else. It's kind of going from peripheral down to focused vision, and then once we're in that, we miss everything that's happening here. That's why we miss messages. Right. Hi for being here, but I have no idea who you are. Okay. Excuse me 1 second while I have a wee glass of water. Alrighty. My mouth's a little bit dry. So let's have a wee look at whoever this person is. First and foremost, may I say thank you for being here. I'd like you to come out of Facebook, though, if you'd be so kind, and go into YouTube. In the search bar on YouTube, as you go into YouTube, it comes across the top search bar. Just type in Paul Francis Medium. That will take you straight back to this show. And once you're in the show, everybody who's on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Please make sure you subscribe, and then make sure you click the bell icon. So each time we do a show, that'll be Mondays and Thursdays, you will be notified in advance about the show starting. All you have to do is click the notification. It'll take you straight here. No more messing about. Couldn't be easier. So subscribe, click the little bell icon, and it'll remind you when we're going to have shows. But it's really important to me, please, it's really important to me, make sure you hit that thumbs up, hit that like button, smash that like button for me, you guys. Alrighty, click the like button, make sure it's on. I really, really need that to happen, okay? Because that's how YouTube acknowledges and keeps the show. Alrighty. So if you'd be so kind, sir, madam, whoever you are, please come on to YouTube so I can see who you are. But am I ever going to stop having problem after problem and be able to start relaxing and enjoying life? The amount of times through my life and career I have been asked that question. There's an old saying, I wish I had a pound, I wish I had a dollar for every time somebody asks me a question like that. And it is so common. A reason why I'm saying that to you is this. It is so common. So many people think like that, and that's okay. So it's called programming. Alrighty, and you actually program yourself how to think and how to acknowledge and how to interact with energy and stimulus around your life. Okay, if something happens, your automation you'll deal with that stimulus in whatever way you've trained yourself to do. So if somebody becomes a wee bit sort of sarcastic and a little bit harsh with you, you'll go bang, and that's your automation. Or you could be there. Is there any particular reason why you're being that way? I'd love to help you, but how can I help you if you're in that way? So there's two ways of dealing with a situation, whatever your automation is. So what I call, or what I do for people is I do a thing called reprogramming. Already. So the very fact that you're using these words, having problem after problem, having problem after problem, means your mind is focused on problems. It's streamlined on problems. Okay. And guess what? While your mind is focused, it's going to achieve that focus. So you're going to look for problem after problem. And guess what? You're going to find problem after problem after problem. So I'm going to give you a couple of things to do, not just whoever this person is, okay, but everybody. So this is for everybody. I want you to first of all start de-emotionalizing your problems, okay? Because when you have a problem, okay, what am I? I'm just looking around to come up with an idea of how this. Oh, let me just look. Okay, so my beautiful wife bought me this silver tree of life with the crystals in it, right? So I've got this beautiful handmade silver tree of life with crystals in it. Now there's no if I just, you can see the little bit that goes, a chain goes around there, and I'd be able to hang it from my neck. So I get this and I go, what the hell good is that? I haven't got a chain. I haven't got a bloody chain. What's the point of that? No. Or I could say, oh, right, okay. Oh, it doesn't have a chain, but you know what? Thank you so much for buying this for me. I'm going to go and get a chain for that. I can't wait to wear that. Thank you so very much. So the problem is a situation that has an answer. The answer is for me to go and buy a chain, and then I can put that and wear it around my neck. So a problem is a situation with an answer. That's what I want you to say in your minds over and over. Everybody, not just whoever this lovely person is. A problem is a situation with an answer. Okay. Now, if you notice when I went, what the hell is that? That was me adding emotion. So we took the problem and we started adding emotion to it. So the problem got bigger. Now, if I had said to my wife, what the hell are you buying me this for? I've just hurt her feelings after she went out of her way to buy me a beautiful gift. So I've just hurt her feelings. So I've expanded that problem. So now I've not only got to eat humble pie, but I've got to buy a chain and then cook her a meal for the next 6 years. So my point being is de-emotionalize the problem. Okay, that's a beautiful gift. For me to be able to get the best out of that gift, I need a chain. Okay, we're going to get a chain. Local jewelers, let's go and have a look. No emotion. Problem solved. Problem is a situation with an answer. Come up with the answer. Problem solved. De-emotionalize what your issues are. Okay, look at them from a factual point. Okay, when you start adding emotions to your problems, you start building those problems bigger bigger, bigger, until the point where they get so big you can't handle them anymore. So what started off as a molehill ends up as a mountain. Now, then the next thing to do is what is a problem? What's a problem? Okay, and I'll give you for an example out of that as well. A problem at work, a problem at home. Which is the more important? Well, let me give you some advice. A problem at work, that's just a challenge. A problem at home, now that's a problem. Okay, the problem at home, far more important than the challenge at work. Okay, so prioritize your problems and really look at things. Are they problems, or is your training just acknowledging everything that you have as a challenge as being a problem? Okay, de-emotionalize them. Get rid of what you don't need in your life. If you find yourself looking out for problems that really have nothing to do with you, then you're just wasting your life. You're wasting your time. We only have a certain amount of time, right? Imagine your life as being an hourglass, okay, with the sand in it, and it's turned upside down and the sand's trickling through. That sand isn't going to stop trickling through, so you can't waste each grain of sand on stuff you don't need. Get rid of out of your life all of the stuff you don't need and start focusing on the stuff that you do need. And that's when you'll be able to start relaxing and enjoying life. Okay? Get rid of the stuff you don't need out of your life. That's not just whoever this person is, but all of you. Acknowledge what is good in your life. Start focusing on the great things in your life. Start focusing on the people in your life that mean the most important to you. Communicate, appreciate, and validate all the people in your life so a medium never has to do it for you. Okay, because we only have a certain amount of time as that sand drips through. Okay, start focusing on the great aspects of your life, all of the things you've achieved. Start focusing on that, and you watch how your life will change. You watch how strong and how more becoming it becomes, and how you get more time for great things. Smile. Woo! Alrighty. Alison Lowry, hi, how are you? Good, you're not late. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it very, very much. Anna Marie says, my daughter was born after my father passed. She acts and says things that like he did. I often wonder if there is someone who watches over her, if there is someone that watches over her, for she says stuff and details when she wasn't there. Right. Well, Anna Marie, first and foremost, definitely is possibility that your dad definitely looking out for his grandchild. And just because they cross over to the other side of life does not mean they're not connected to you. They are very connected to you. And more importantly, when you have a little one, okay, they are so, they still act like granddad. Okay. However, I'm going to throw a huge curveball at you. Okay. A monster curveball at you. Your father passes and then your daughter is born. Is that what you're saying? And your daughter starts acting and doing things like your dad? Are you seeing where I'm going with this? One more time, I'll read it just to be sure. My daughter was born after my father passes. She acts and says things like he did. I often wonder if there is someone that watches over her, for she says stuff and details when she wasn't there. Reincarnation is real. It's very, very real. And it's very common for a family member to return to a family. Okay? Please don't just take my word for it. Go ahead and Google it. There is a great show on TV called The Ghost in My Child. Okay? It's a great show. But Google it or even go on YouTube it about families being reincarnated back into families, and there is so much evidence of people who have returned to the same family. It's mind-boggling. Okay, so Anne-Marie, I'm not saying this is what's happened, but your evidence is telling me it could be either of two things. Number one, your dad looking out for your daughter and children are the best mediums, bar none, because they don't evaluate or don't judge about what's happening. They just go with it. And number two, if there's memories and experiences there that are being revamped, oof, hey, watch this space. Hopefully that helps. Allison says, I saw my mom in a dream last night, but I don't feel like it was a visitation. She didn't say anything, which makes me wonder if something is going on. Don't over evaluate. Do not over evaluate. Don't overthink and over evaluate. Oh my God, she didn't speak to me, therefore. That happened to me. Okay. I was literally taken. She took me, my mother took me by my arm, okay, and walked me right up through this place and stood me in front of this guy and said, this is the one I told you about. And he took me away and he brought me back. And then it was after he brought me back, she then put her arm in through my arm and started talking to me. So I was like, on the way up, she was taking me and she wouldn't, I was asking her, I was going, mom, like this. And she wasn't talking to me. So I was thinking, oh my God, what the hell have I done? You know? On the way back, she wouldn't shut up. So don't over evaluate, don't overthink. She could be just quite simply saying, I'm here, I'm around, everything's good. It's how you evaluate. It's like I was saying to that person a little bit earlier, how you're training your mind. Why are you training your mind automatically to think there's a problem? Don't. Why didn't you automatically think, oh, mom turned up in my dream last night. Oh my God, that was great. On to the next. Because if she really wants to talk to you, trust me, she will. Kellyanne Howe, welcome to the show. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Elizabeth was my great grandmother, and October Halloween was my wedding day. July was my deceased husband's birthday. Oh my God. All right, Kathy. Well, they're all about with you. They're all looking out for you, my darling. So be safe and enjoy the life. Okay, enjoy it. Okay, keep your head up. Look at the sun. Let the sun shine over you. Smile. And I always say, if you want to honor those who've crossed, be the best you can be here. Be the best you can be. Make your life worth something. Alrighty? Faye says, I only remember terrible dreams, such as when my ex is there and I'm trying to get away from him. I heard his voice. My most recent one was when I cried out for help and I woke up. Was this the ex visiting me? I'm going to assume, Faye, that your ex is in spirit. Okay. Now you're in a unique position in the fact that you are around spirit on a regular basis. And trust me, once again, I wish I had $1 for every time that I sat down and I mentioned a name and somebody goes, I don't want to talk to that person. Okay? I don't want to talk to that person. That person isn't the person when they were here. Okay? When they cross over to the other side of life, we do what's called a life evaluation. And it's the essence of the person understands the lessons from spirit. So very often the case is they will come back to try and make amends. They will come back and try and help situations. They will come back and try and fix situations where they may be messed up big time. Okay. So there's an old saying, to err is human and to forgive is divine. So I can understand where you are, but you can no longer be hurt by this person. Remember that. So forgiveness is the biggest tool you own. Hopefully that helps you, my love. Josh Henry says, Paul, you're crap. Can I have a card? Josh Henry, Paul, can I have a card, please? Do you know what, Josh? Yes, you can. Yes, you can, sir. Let's have a wee look. Have a wee glass of water first. Hey guys, I do hope you guys are enjoying the show. Remember, please smash that like button. So hit that thumbs up for me. And don't forget to share the show. I'm really, let's be honest about this. I'm happy doing the work, but all I'm asking you guys is to invite people to the show and share it. I mean, it's not a big thing. Click, click, click. Boom. Not as if I'm asking you to walk them down the street with a big placard over your head. If you want to do that, by all means. I had a great night the other night on the Fox Den, by the way. It was great. I had such a good time. We were laughing so much. I went to bed at the end of that show. Guys, you got to understand, right? I went to bed at 10 to 4 in the morning. 10 to 4. My gosh. Josh, let's have a look. Remember, it's not remember. I don't know if I've told you this or not. So how could you remember? But when you ask a question like, "Can I have a card, please?" It's important to be thinking of a question in your mind as to what the card might be pertaining to. Okay, so, oh my God, am I going to get a raise? Oh my God, is everything going to be fine? But whatever the case may be, whatever the card is, the answer that you want the card to say, it's important to have a question in advance. Alrighty. So a card for Josh. Wow, now you saw me shuffling those cards, multiples and multiples of shuffles. Josh, be honest with yourself, okay? Look into your heart and you will know the truth of the situation. It is safe to admit the truth to yourself, for we will support and guide you through any necessary changes. We being the angels, the angelic realm, Josh. Lean upon us for courage and the strength to take good care of yourself. Focus only upon your true desires and they will come to you upon angels' wings. There you go. Hopefully that helps you, Josh. Kellyanne says, "Hi, I hope you're well. I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay." Emma says, "Hi, Paul. Getting on late tonight. I am. Please don't be saying you're getting late. The very fact you're here, and I'm I'm overwhelmed. Thank you. Appreciate it. 7 minutes past 9. Okay, I'm running out of time, so I best get on with it. Kathy Hanley says, "Paul, you are so spot on with that card. That is when I get my best ideas. As far as the dream issue, I had an idea that it would be a visitation, not a dream. I remember visitation. There you go. There you go." Kathy says, "I'm only asking because I have to have fertility treatment for my last child, and I can't get the treatment again. So worrying if I will become worrying, my darling Charlie, is that will be the lockdown. Okay, worrying. Like I say, we were all stressed and trying to. It was Maya, by the way. We were all stressed. Nothing was happening, and then when we just went, you know what? Okay, that's it. We give up. We stopped, and we just removed the stress. Bang, Maya came along. So don't stress yourself out, my sweetheart, and just allow life, love, and nature to take its course. Alrighty? De-stress, my darling. Kellyanne House says, "Paul, I'm going to assume that you said every time I go to bed and close my eyes, I see my mom. Is that just my mind playing tricks, or is she trying to tell me something?" Well, your mind doesn't play tricks on you unless you want it to, okay? But if you're focused on your mom, then it's kind of like having photographic memory, okay? So, do you know what? I wouldn't think of that as being a bad thing, you know? When you close your eyes and go to bed and you see your mom, what a perfect way to go to sleep. What a perfect way to go to sleep. If you really pushed me in the corner and put your hand on my throat and said, "Tell me," I would say it's just their way of saying, "We're watching out for you. Alrighty? We're watching over you. Don't worry." Okay? Seeing your mom's face, the sad thing about it is I have to look at photographs to remember my mom's face now. Okay? I mean, I only have to glimpse at them once, then all the memories come flooding back. However, if you close your eyes and you see your mom's face just before you go to sleep, I call that a blessing. Hopefully that helps. Kathy says, as far as the seven of diamonds are the number of grandchildren we have, and six extended grandchildren. Oh, wow. There you go. There you go. Joe Hernandez, good evening. Tess says, not sure what to do with someone's casket ashes. That's always a tough thing, my darling. That's always a tough thing. Especially if they hadn't left an instruction, for an example. Johanna says, I want to be buried under a tree. And I say, I do hope you don't mind the drain. So, it's more of how it affects you, my angel. Okay. It's more down how it affects you. Have a chat with the family and see how it affects, and how that effect will filter out throughout the family. When you think of the person whose ashes you have, what is it that comes to mind? What do you remember? What's the most fondest memories that you have of them? Is it in a rowing boat? If so, what a beautiful place to lay them to rest, just on the seashore, and a place that you guys can visit on a regular basis, knowing that's where they were laid to rest. Whatever the most, the biggest connection that brings you love, strength, and great memories, that's where you start from. Alrighty? That's where you start from. Hopefully that helps. Jolene McPeak. Good evening, Jolene. Welcome to the show. Okay. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you. Thank you for being here. Love to be able to say your name, but I don't know who you are. Please come out of Facebook and go to YouTube. Go onto YouTube. Type in the little banner at the top. Sorry, the little search bar at the top. Type in Paul Francis Medium. It'll bring you right back to the show. Click on the subscribe button. Click on the little bell icon, and it'll let you know every time we are doing the live show. And you won't have to think about it again, because it'll tell you in advance, oh, by the way, Paul Francis is coming live in XYZ time. Boom, click that and you're back on here. Dead easy. But good afternoon nonetheless. Thank you for being here. When I try to get up from my chair, I look like that evolution man in the picture. I know the one you mean. Going from ape to man. I know that one you mean. Sending you sort of a load of love, my darling. Just take it easy. Hot baths with Epsom salts. Excellent. Okay. Not a doctor. Just, I remember in the old days when I used to do a lot of training, that helped. That helped a lot. Okay. Okay. Greetings from San Francisco. Thank you very much and welcome. Lovely to see you, Lisa. Thank you for being here. Alrighty. Trudy's becoming a transformer. Emily says, General, please. I'm not sure what that means, Emily, but I don't know what that means. Sorry. How is Joanna doing? Says Kathy, still praying and sending her. She could do with a bit of healing, guys. If you have got some time, she could do with it, because she is going through a lot of pain at the moment. That cancers, we are winning the battle. We are winning, and I've got to keep my mind focused on that and nothing else. But she's going through a lot of pain at the moment. So, Jolene McPeak says, "Hi Paul, under a lot of stress at the minute. Just to bring this up." Under a lot of stress at the minute with my son. He has autism. Do you see things getting easier? Is there anyone coming through for me? Do you know what, Jolene? I have found every time that I have come across a young person with autism, they are so spiritual, it's untrue. They're so connected, it's untrue. And when they acknowledge that connection, it's unbelievable at how it helps them move forward in life. If you were asking me, was there anybody around you, then there's an older female, like mother, grandmother figure, because I'm getting a pink line, which means maternal connection. And there's a strong S or C name to be acknowledged as well. I'm supposed to talk about the 6th of June, June is connected here, or the 6th of a month is significant. But in relation to your autism, I know autism has a whole pile of negatives, but it also has positives. So my advice is to focus on the positives. My advice is to bring your son to places like, things that stimulate his mind. Has he ever walked through a cathedral or a church? Has he walked along by the ocean? Has he walked on the edge of a mountain? Stimulation that has a connection with amazing energies like the ocean, like mountains, churches, Zen kind of feelings here is what I'm supposed to talk about. Okay, but I'm getting a mother grandmother figure holding like a shepherd's crook, which means to me I'm watching over. 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the card that comes out, Jolene. I'll just get it so it goes into. There we go. Perfect timing. Now is the perfect moment for you to act on your inspirations. The doors are open while you walk through them with us by your side. Don't delay or procrastinate, as all of the ingredients are ripe for success. Everything and everyone is on your side, supporting your positive outcome. Hopefully that helps you, my darling. Puffin says, Paul, we start up an infrared camera in our hallway, or we set up an infrared camera in our hallway, and we could see lots of orbs being detected and setting off the camera. My father-in-law passed away in our house. Is it him? Well, your father, I tell you what, here's how you find that out, Puffin, right? You say to your father-in-law, listen, first of all, please be here. We'd be so happy if you're here. But I want you to affect the camera. Okay? Affect the camera. So if you see weird things like that happen, then you know he's responding. They love to be acknowledged. They love to be included. Okay, I don't speak of him, or I'm not just talking to Puffin, but everybody else. If you want to interact with those who have crossed over, speak of them like they're still here. So hey, say, listen, John, if you're here, I'd so love you to be here. Do us a favor, see, interact with that camera. Okay, let me know you're here. That's a cool way of letting us know. See what happens, and I'd be really interested to see what you do. Jolene, Jolene, Jolene. X is not in spirit. Okay, Faye. There's a few kids lately who remember their past lives. It's very much the case, yeah. Jerry Miles, I bumped into one girl one day. We both looked at each other and said, have we met before? I felt such a bond, and so did she. All happened within minutes, and we never saw each other again. That was 42 years. I've always felt that loss. Wow. Wow. That's an amazing scenario there. That I could spend an entire show talking just about that. I will work on forgiveness to my ex, but he's not passed. You only wish he had. Joke, only a joke. Right. Just want to quickly get down here. Jackie Noon. Hello, Jackie. Welcome to the show. Right. So we're 20 past 9. I am Boom. The entire show. And I was like, yeah, oh gosh, I just said hi to Jackie Jane and then went home. So I'm still here. I'm still here. I've got about another 8 minutes anyway. But just to let you all know that it's been a great night. I do hope you've enjoyed the show. Please share the show nonetheless, even though we had a wee bit of a technical issue there. Yeah, for some reason it just went down. It didn't lose connection because I was able, if you look over in the right in the chat area, I was able to type in, but for some reason the camera just went off, and I was like, okay. The weird thing about it was the little lights. So when you have camera and you're on live, it comes up with a little green light. It was still on. So we either we had some spiritual interaction, which could very well be what happened, but nonetheless we're here. So I will be back on Thursday night. Don't forget. Okay, I'll be back Thursday night live from 9 p.m. UK time, 4 p.m. Eastern for Spirit Quest. Remember, all of the people that I did read for tonight, um, yes, it's for people who got reading. I will say for those who got reading a little bit of need reading, okay? But it also means spirit, and I'm talking about the world of spirit, sending messages out to all of you. Okay? So please feel free to take from those messages if it helps you. Okay? If it helps you take from those messages, because that's what it's all about. So just after you said ask with the camera, that's right. Oh my gosh, John Doe, yes. Oh my god, there you go. Proof in the pudding. Just after I said, um, just after I said, mess with the camera, click, mess with the camera, and now the blooming audio is cutting in and out. Would be, wouldn't it? Right, listen, y'all. I'm going to say good night, and I'll see you all on Thursday. Make sure you're here live on all at 9 p.m. Thursday. Don't forget, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon that will tell you not to be here live. In the meantime, in between, you've got you've got a slew of shows coming up right up here. You've got my dear friends Michelle and Emilio with their stuff, with their show, Outer Realms. Make sure you stick around and watch that. And there's a slew of fantastic shows on the YouTube Content Network. Okay? Coming to you live tonight on 105.3, 107.7 FM, beautiful city of New Orleans, on the Talk Radio Talk Network. Um, don't forget Roger Fay Show on Wednesday night as well. And look out for their connections. Make sure you subscribe to the show too. Don't forget. See you Thursday on Swap for Spirit Quest. And thanks for being here. You guys are rock stars. Please don't forget, hit that little thumbs up, like button, and share the show. And until see you again, communicate, appreciate, and validate everybody in your life. So a medium never has to do it for you. Alrighty? Listen, it's life's for living, so just make it happen. Make it happen and enjoy everything to the max. Good night. God bless.